Okay, welcome back. It is Eric, once in a blue moon known as the Big E, here in the primary studio, the Sports Barn, here, probably early, what is it? It's about midnight, 12:05, all right, 12:16 on Saturday, the 27th of March. And we've got for you the Sweet 16 matchups, all 8 of them, in the NCAA for this weekend. We took a couple days off there really after the rush of games for the first and second rounds. They kind of gave us a little bit of a break there. So we took a couple days off. I was going to have this video up earlier for you, but it's been, it's been quite the thing here. Trying to, I'm combing my hair. I thought I did this before, but I don't know if I did. So there, now I look even, whatever. We were going to get this video done for you in the afternoon, and we've been having sound issues. Let me put my production hat on here. We've been having sound issues, and I know we've been having sound issues, so I said, all right, we're going to fix this. We're going to figure out what's wrong, and we're going to fix this. Well, 2.5 hours later, it's like, God damn, I do not know what's wrong. I cannot figure this out, but the microphone is just flat not working. And frankly, I don't think it's been working for months. And I know the sound is down on a lot of these videos, and I can't figure out what the hell we're doing wrong. So, in complete exasperation as a last resort, I called Rode. That's the RODE. That's the manufacturer of the mic. And I could hear the tech guy on the phone. Kudos to the Rode people, or Rode, or whatever. I mean, somebody's there right there to answer the phone for me. And he's like, okay, what kind of you got? What do you got plugged into? What kind of connectors you got? What color are they? And I'm like going through it, and I'm thinking, this sounds familiar. And he says, now you got a black connector or a gray connector. Which are connected to which? I told him. And I could hear him doing like a mental gymnastic there, like, yeah, this fool doesn't realize he's got it backwards. And that's all it was. There's 2 connectors. One connects to the phone, one connects to the receiver. And in my mind, because they look the same, they're interchangeable. But as it turns out, they're not the same. That's why they got 2 different colors. And it actually matters which one is plugged into which. So I got the wrong thing plugged into the wrong place. I don't know when I switched it, but whenever I switched it, the mic stopped working. So that was probably 3 months ago. I just didn't know. I asked the guys, like, how in the hell do you people remember all this stuff? I can't remember this stuff. So I wasted 3 hours jerking around with something that I should have known to begin with, but oh well. I mean, if you're new here, this is a 10-year project, a 10-year search for it. It meaning that sixth sense that sports bettors, good sports bettors, that good handicappers have, that just where they can instinctively know which team to be on so that you can become a winner. I've been searching for it my whole life, have never found it, don't have it, don't know where it is, but we keep looking for it. And we're into now year 2 of our 10-year mission to boldly seek out it wherever it may be found, to boldly go where no man has gone before. So that's how I spent my afternoon, trying to make the microphone work. But I think the sound should be right. I think we now have it. So there you have that. Go over here to my notes. Let's see. So we had that. First round, second round, we're below 500, just as we have been for the whole year. I think we're about 3 games below 500 for the first and second rounds. Although oddly enough, I pulled up about 7 of you watched our tournament special where we put our brackets up there, and I put my bracket up there. I put the man in the streets bracket up there, AK and my brother, who knows nothing about college basketball. I put expert from the Athletic, Seth Davis. I think he may work also for CBS, but I'm not sure about that. I put his bracket up there. And then a number of ESPN's computer settings, those brackets. And now, if you believe this, we're below 500 on these games against the spread in the NCAA tournament. We're below 500 for the whole damn year. But my bracket's the best out of all those other brackets. We're according to ESPN's website, we're in the 80th percentile, which means 80% of the other brackets that are being filled out are worse than ours. So I feel okay about that. We had Gonzaga. That's our champion. Chalk across the board. All you people at Illinois, you're screwed. But we still are in it because we got Gonzaga, so we're still in it. So that made me feel a little better about myself. How's that help you? Probably nothing. That probably doesn't help you at all. Let's see what else. My notes say say something about the MLB. Well, that's coming. And it feels like we might actually have a real season. In other words, as close to a real season as we can get at the moment. We'll have 162 games. We're not going to have fans. I don't think we'll have fans. I doubt we'll have fans. Well, honestly, I doubt we'll have fans the whole season. In some places you might. I mean, and maybe in Houston and Dallas, but you'll never. I really don't think you'll have full stadiums in Los Angeles. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So it'll be another mishmash, pseudo season. But at least we'll have 162 games. And we're going to be right there with it, doing our best to pick winners. So, that's upcoming. What else we got here? I wanted to say a word here about the local team. Here we are in Berks County, Pennsylvania, and the city seat of Berks County is Reading. And Reading is known for the castle on the hill, the Reading High School Red Knights. And now for the second time in 4 years, they're in the state championship game, which is kind of funny in a way because normally if Reading gets to the state championship game, they got an NBA guy on the team. It happened in the early 90s. That was Donyell Marshall. He of UConn. Where did he play in the pros? He was picked like at the 3rd pick in the draft, and then he just kind of disappeared. I think he might have gone to the Bulls, but he wasn't a very good pro. And then just recently in 17, we had Lonnie Walker. He played 1 year at Miami. Now he's with the Spurs. And Lonnie Walker won the title. Donyell lost. Lonnie Walker won the title. So here Reading's back again without a big star. And they're going to play Archbishop Wood tomorrow at 7:15 up at the Giant Center in Hershey in front of no fans, I'm sure, which is a damn crying shame. But it'll be a tough one. Archbishop Wood, that's one of the Pennsylvania powers. They've got at least 4 Division I recruits. Reading doesn't have any. So it's going to be a tough one for the local heroes here. We'll be watching. We're rooting for the Red Knights. Red Knights! So let's see if they can get something done. It'll be a tough one. I'd have to mark them a 10, 15-point underdog. But you never know. You never know when Jimmy Chitwood's going to show up. So, all right, what else? Let's skip that. That's some filler nonsense. let's get right to it. Let's get to these 8 Sweet 16 games. That's what you want to hear. Believe it or not, I actually think I have the right side on these games. These actually I feel pretty good about. I actually think we're in the right place on these. And let me stand over here to the side so I can, drop in the screens over here and I'm not in the way. I'm doing that wrong because now I can't read my notes. My notes are way the hell over there. So we'll just move some shit here. And now I can see my notes and drop the stuff in. There we go. All right, so, I actually went out and hit some golf balls the other day with a grandkid. And I was wondering, it's like, one of my clubs is in the barn. And here it is, the 3-iron. I was wondering, I didn't hit any 3-irons because here it is. It's in the barn. So that didn't go with me to hit golf balls. The kid actually did hit the little cart that runs around and picks up the balls, that little armored vehicle that you always try to hit. Or maybe that's just me and I try to hit it. Well, he hit it, and he hit it hard, too. It was about 100 yards out there, and he smoked it. And he's only about 12, so that made his day. Anyway, where was I? Oregon State and Loyola. All right. Look, Loyola looked fantastic beating Illinois. But now, what my notes say they are a 7-point favorite? A 7-point favorite over Oregon State? I feels too much. Too much. Loyola, I think they're best coming out of the woodwork, coming out of the clouds as an underdog. I don't know how this is going to work as a big favorite like that. That seems expensive. Plus, I think maybe they just wanted that Illinois game. Maybe that was the one they were focused on. They probably have been sucking hind tit in the state of Illinois to these guys from Champaign forever. And now they got their chance to, and they let them have it. And now, maybe a letdown. Just a letdown. As 7-point favorites now. 7 points. I'm going to take the power conference. I'm going to take the Pac-12. I want Oregon State, plus the points. So that's how we're doing that. I can't lie here. This is a little bit of a homer pick. But Villanova, they've been very good to us. Jay Wright's been very good to us. And I don't know why we need to get off him now. He's a big underdog. He probably deserves to be. He's probably facing the second best team in the tournament that's left, Baylor. My notes say 8 points. That's a lot. That's a lot. I just think that he'll do enough to keep it close. I think that's the way we're going to play this. I honestly don't have a hell of a lot else to offer you other than I think my unwavering faith in Jay Wright. That's all I got there. So, all right, Arkansas over Oral Roberts. These teams played this year, if you can believe that. That they actually, in the year of no non-conference games, these two actually did play. And the margin was 11, right at the number, 11. And Arkansas is favored by 11, and they won the game by 11. So I guess that means it'll be a push, right? No, we're going to say Arkansas here. I think the glass slipper, that's it. It's midnight. You're turning into a pumpkin, Oral Roberts. Your time is done. Arkansas was actually trailing in that first game, trailing by double digits early in the second half. And then they just kind of said, all right, look, we're not losing to these guys. Let's do our job. And once that happened, they, caught up and pulled away. They outscored them by 20 points in like 18 minutes and took care of business. And I think that's what we'll be looking at on Saturday, that Arkansas is going to say, look, if we sleep on these guys, we're going to end up like those assholes from Ohio State and we're going to lose. So let's not be those guys. So I think Arkansas is going to be focused from the outset. Plus, Arkansas, probably one of their best players, if not their best player, is a guy named Moody, and he's a freshman. So I'm thinking when they played these guys in the non-conference early in the year, Moody was not at his full capacity that he is now. So I'm thinking Arkansas is better than they were when they played Oral Roberts early in the year. So I'm thinking Arkansas now is even better than when they beat them by 11. So that's why we're thinking Arkansas is going to get the win here, and it won't be close. So we'll take Arkansas. And then lastly, for Saturday, we're going to take Syracuse again. We had Boeheim both times in the early games, and he won them both and covered. And we're going to stick with the grouchy old man who we dislike, but this seems to be his time of year, if you will. I just think he'll have a little more confusing stuff there for Houston than they're used to. I actually looked at, there was something else I had on this game and I didn't write it down. And I'm trying to get it by memory. I think it was this. I think Houston fouls a lot. I think that was it. Houston fouls a lot. And they played Rutgers. Rutgers can't shoot. Maybe that didn't hurt them against Rutgers. Syracuse actually shoots free throws pretty well. This team does. That's one of the reasons they lost to Indiana in 1987, because usually a Boeheim team does not shoot free throws. But for whatever reason, this edition of Syracuse actually can make free throws. So that's gotta hurt Houston if they hack it up and they foul, and Syracuse is making the foul shots. It's gotta hurt Houston in some fashion. So we're getting 6.5 points. We're an ACC/Big East team. I say /Big East team because Syracuse was in the Big East forever. And you're getting 6.5 points from a non-power conference team. Yeah, I want that 6.5 points. So we're going to take Syracuse there. Of those 4 games, the Oregon State, that's a public game. We're with the public there, believe it or not. And the Syracuse is the public pick as well. So those are the two, us with the public. I guess that means the public's with Oral Roberts. Okay, whatever. All right, Sunday. We got Creighton. We got Gonzaga. The big Gonzaga rolls on. The undefeated machine that is Gonzaga. We're taking Creighton. I think Gonzaga will win this game. I still have them as the champion, but 13.5 points, and now you're getting into some real competition. Creighton's better than Oklahoma. And I think they're significantly better than Oklahoma. So 13.5 points there. Too many. Creighton, their losses this year, except for that we didn't show up deal against Georgetown, all pretty much within that spread. Gonzaga's wins against premium teams, all pretty much within that 13 points. Hardly any massive blowouts against good teams. So I expect Gonzaga to win, but I think it's going to be relatively close within single digits. So we'll take Creighton. Florida State, we've got them in our bracket advancing to the Elite Eight. We're sticking with it. We think this is a matchup that favors the Seminoles. Athletic, deep. Michigan with a key injury. The Big Ten not playing well. I think that's got to bleed over to Michigan in some fashion. Leonard Hamilton, the experience edge over Juwan Howard, even though Juwan Howard's got Phil Martelli there, the man behind the curtain, doing the X's and O's. We're going to take Leonard Hamilton and the Seminoles. That's how we see that. Oh, here we got Nate Oates in Alabama versus Mick Cronin and UCLA. And Alabama was a pretty good sized favorite here. About 6.5 points. I don't know. We like Oates. We don't like Cronin. That's pretty much where it's going to begin and end for us. We're taking Alabama. It's going to be a war of wills in that Alabama wants to pace and space the floor and run and shoot and score lots of points, and UCLA is going to try to muck it up and keep it a low-scoring game. I think we have a coaching advantage, therefore I expect this to be a high-scoring game, and that favors Alabama, so we're taking them. And then lastly, we've got Oregon over USC. I don't know. Let's not make this too complicated. USC's best player is an NBA guy. However, he's a freshman. So, he's a freshman. Whereas Oregon has at least 3 good starting seniors. So their experiences, they have an edge in experience. Their coaches are both very good coaches. So I think that's a push there. USC beat Oregon earlier in the season, but Oregon was coming off it was like their 3rd game in 6 days. I think it might have just been a spot for them where they were tired. I think they'll adjust off that loss. We're getting 2 points here. I just think your value there is with Oregon. So that's how we like that. So that's it. Those are the plays for this weekend. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, we've been bad all year, but I actually think I have a pretty good look at these games. I feel okay about them. These are probably our best picks we've had in forever. So let's see what happens. I feel pretty good. Like I said, I guess Sunday we can, after this, the games are over Sunday. Then Sunday night, then I guess we'll have our Elite 8. Are they going to run all the games on Monday, or are they going to break them up 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday? I guess I'll do it that way, 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday. Well, anyway, probably Sunday night, then we'll have our Elite 8 show, if you will. And then I guess as we lead up to the baseball opener, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there, we'll have some baseball preview shows where we maybe get into some over and unders as far as win totals, who we think is going to be in the playoffs, who we think is going to win the World Series. That's always fun to get into that. I'm trying to think who I had. Probably the Astros last year. I don't even think they made the playoffs. So, like I said, I haven't picked the winner in anything since the pandemic started. So, I guess I gotta draw a line somewhere. It's like, when can we stop using that excuse? I'll think of a benchmark. We're nowhere near it because we're nowhere near, normal. You people would think, oh, everything's normal. No, it's not even close. Not even close. And if you think it is, then you don't value your freedoms very much, I tell you that. But at any rate, good. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button if it doesn't strain you too much, if you actually did like it. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. As far as I know, we don't harass you too much with advertisement. I don't know if we've harassed you at all with advertisement. But good, appreciate it, y'all. And we will, heading into baseball season, see you again. signing off.